Hi guys, this is Sasha again, doing a short, quick update video of the things I've acquired over a short period of time. Uh, as of the recording of this video, it is Friday, December 6th, 2013. Well, obviously, an update video date. Let's just get right to it. First of all, I have to show off something I got at Toys R Us, about several days ago. Um, I got myself Transformers Platinum Edition Ultra Magnus. As you can see, there's an awesome artwork of the box. I decided to keep the box because it would be such a waste for it to just not be utilized. Then again, this figure is about $50+ and probably most of that price range probably went to the boxes itself. There's also the packaging, as you see there. Um, Awesome artwork of Ultra Magnus on the front cover. I absolutely love that picture and depiction. I would like to know who the artist is, though. Here we have a picture of Ultra Magnus's bio here. Basically, you have him talking about his bio and such. Again, awesome artwork. I love the gold detail on the box. And here you can see a picture of the packaging. Basically, because of the way this packaging is made, it kind of does up the price for the figure, which is a downer since I don't think this figure is necessarily worth about $60, but that's just me. And here's another picture of Ultra Magnus holding the Forge of Solus Prime. Just an awesome looking forge it is. But I'll get to that later. You have another picture of Ultra Magnus here, with a nice Autobot logo there. And here's some more cleaner cut pictures of Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. One problem I have, that a lot of people have with the mold in general, is because it's the Powerizer Optimus Prime mold, and a lot of people did not like that. I mean, from the front it looked okay, but from practically pretty much every other angle, like from the sides and from the back, it just looked very unappealing. I do like the front of Ultra Magnus though, and even the back. For a character like Magnus, I would expect more kibble and more backpack-ish. I guess for Ultra Magnus is more acceptable since he is generally seen as bigger than Optimus Prime. Here we have a picture of Ultra Magnus with his Forge Solus Prime hooked onto the back. There's a problem with this. Basically, there's one major problem I have, is that, as you see in this picture, there is some serious stress marks on the back of the forge where the clip is. You try clipping that thing on, it would just weaken the plastic even more. It's not the type of brittle gold plastic that many people talk about, but I still am very worried that this thing is just going to break someday. Another concern I have is that on actual clip-on point on Magnus's back, because the whole section is painted white paint, the paint's going to chip off. I mean, as you see from these pictures, you can see the area where there's no paint at all versus the much clearer white paint that is used on the back and for the front of the vehicle mode. So that is another concern, unless you don't care that the paint on the top and bottom of a clip-on point is going to be chipped off over time if you continuously clip on the Forge of Solus Prime. Basically in this picture we have, basically in this little short video clip, basically what you can do is, for the main gimmick, is just pull on the tab that's on the front chest, and then you see the Gatling guns of Ultra Magnus's back spring up. Sadly, there's those blue panels that come up with them, but you can use a knob to bring the Gatling guns back down. Another thing we have here is the gun for Ultra Magnus, which is just this drab white paint, which is a shame. I wish they at least added some of that Allspark light blue that is across his body, especially on the tip. That way it wouldn't look so just drab and plain. Though I will say the gun itself, the mold is very nice, and it does fit on some other figures I have very nicely. It especially looks good with animated jazz. Uh, Here we have another picture of the Forged Souls Prime, and it is a nice, very nice detailed. I do have one complaint about the hammer itself. I do wish the blue handle on the bottom was painted gold or was molded gold like the top. It's not that badly distracting, but I do kind of wish there was some consistency with that. Here you can see Ultra Magnus' hands are molded red, which kind of doesn't really make sense. It looks aesthetically weird, seeing as how his feet are also white, but instead his hands are red. I mean, in the cartoon they're silver, but yeah, taking some liberties with these figures. Here we have another picture of Ultra Magnus holding the top with the other handle that is connected to the hammer. And here we have a picture of a Magnus holding the forge with both hands. Well, at least trying to hold the forge with both hands. Can't really hold the forge when you're not holding the handle, just holding two sprout out handles that the bigger hammer comes with. Ultra Magnus does look very nice with the hammer. Such a shame that I kind of got him destroyed by Predaking the show. But I did enjoy it for the time it was in there. Another complaint I have is that due to the way Ultra Magnus' eyes are painted, he has tiny little eyes. At least tiny little pupils that are inside these fairly good-sized eyes. Another minor complaint I have is that his mouth kind of blends in too much with his face, if that makes any sense at all. I do wish there was like some form of more protruding lines, at least on his mouth, so that it could be more easily identified. And basically that's it for Ultra Magnus. Onto some special G.I. Joe observations, basically just G.I. Joe observations. I've been watching a lot of Striden's videos recently about him commenting about how figures really should be able to aim down their sights, and it really does make a world of difference when a G.I. Joe figure can aim down its sights like an actual real military soldier would most likely do. And here's to a slightly customized Snake Eyes from Pursuit of Cobra. This is the desert version that came with Timber, I believe. Basically, what I do with my Snake Eyes here is that I gave him Pursuit of Cobra City Strike Beachhead's Uzi, which he looks very nice with. Very nice Uzi looking right there. I also decided to remove a separate belt piece that was on the Snake Eyes figure and give it to someone else. Mainly because it did slightly restrict his articulation, even though it did kind of look good. And on top of that, this doesn't allow for the guns that are actually connected to his vest to just sprout out anymore. This guns can just neatly rest on his legs or to the sides when he's staying straight up. Another thing I did was I took the Rise of Cobra Snake Eyes basic figure and gave his backpack to the Pursuit of Cobra Snake Eyes. I think the backpack looks very nice on him, and I decided to take the same sword and give it to this Snake Eyes as well. And since he looks good next to Timber, in my opinion, this is pretty much how I decide to display my set of Snake Eyes and Timber. But the real prize that I really am happy about is my slightly customized Renegade Scarlet. One thing I did have a slight problem with is it's not necessarily a problem. It's just that I kind of wish Scarlet came with more and that she was able to store stuff on her person. So what I did was I took various liberties with this Scarlet figure and decided to just give her Pursuit of Cobra. I mean, not Pursuit of Cobra. Wait, yes, Pursuit of Cobra Snake Eyes belt, whole belt accessory and seam. Mainly because it just looked good on her, at least in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I also gave her Rise of Cobra Snake Eyes Uzi, at least Uzi looking gun, and decided to store it on the side of her leg, which she can also use if she so desired. Also, we have I decided to give her Renegade Snake Eyes backpack. Yeah, I have too many Snake Eyes as it is. I decided to give her Renegade Snake Eyes backpack so that she has some place to store her plasma pistol that she uses in the cartoon. Sorry for the blurriness of this picture, but um, that you can see that the gun is stored in the backpack, though very loosely. As long as I don't mess with it that much, it's just staying there just fine. Um, Here you have the other section of the belt, which this section is more designed to hold her crossbow. When a crossbow is disassembled, I will most likely put the the crosshairs into one of those little loopholes that are on the sides of the belt. And here we have another example of Scarlet being able to look down her sights, which is very nice. It's not directly, though that's just because I'm lazy. And here we have her neck displayed next to Snake Eyes, which I think they look good next to each other. And just for fun, here were a couple months ago, I do believe there was some kind of contest that Hasbro allowed fans to participate in to create their own G.I. Joe character or something like that. And then the winner of the contest would have their own character created in figure form. This is just one of the ones I created. It's not anything that special. His name is Slip. Nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. Then again, the options were very limited, so there was that. And here's another one that I really would have liked to have entered was Hannah Rain, aka Rain. I would have loved to have seen a figure like this made. I would still like to see a figure like this made, but I didn't submit it for the contest because at the time I was not actually 18 years of age or older, which did suck and still kind of sucks now, but oh well. That's the past. I can only look forward to the future. Oh, and just for fun, I decided to show off the Ninja Turtle figures I have. Basically, just the 4 turtles with their other accessories that they came with. Here we have Leo with one of those. I'm not entirely sure exactly what these are called. They just look like ninja spikes or so that you would connect with some form of chain link rope, and that you would spear your enemies with, somewhat like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Here we have Donatello displayed with his Naginata, which is kind of blurred in this picture. Apologies for the incredibly orange background for Raph. Whenever I try to take a picture of Raph for some reason, that orange background always just seems to come up with the strange lighting. But we do have Raph displayed with these other type of psi-ish looking weapons. They're more hooks. I don't know the proper name for them, so apologies. Oh, and here we have Michelangelo displayed with his. Again, I do not remember. I'm too lazy to go look exactly what this weapon is, but I do know that he uses it in the show, and I do like the way it looks. I do wish it was painted, though. There's that. And just because I was lazy, and just because for fun, I decided to show off RC because how clear my camera was and the lighting. I just really love taking pictures of RC. Also, I decided to take a couple of pictures of my Marvel Universe collection just for fun. I love the quick, clear quality pictures of Spider-Woman and Hulk. Here we have in this picture Iron Man, the Commander Rogers figure, Luke Cage. It's kind of funny looking back at the Commander Rogers figure, because now that I look at it, my Avengers collection is kind of a pseudo collection of the movie Avengers. Basically, Thor's outfit is very much the same as the one that's displayed in the movie. Another funny example is that both the modular armor Iron Man and the Commander Rogers outfit remind me of the Mark 42 in Iron Man 3, which I haven't seen yet at the recording of this video. And Commander Rogers' outfit is obviously going to be influenced in Captain America Winter Soldier. Here we have a nice picture of Black Widow, which isn't really one of the best figures. You can kind of see some of the paint splotches that are on her face, especially on the cheek and lower left corner of her lip. Oh well. Luke Cage in the background, and here we have War Machine. You can see a bunch of those terrible movie licensed games in the background. So yeah, there's that. This is SlashCon again, doing yet another update video, and I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, and I hope to have more videos coming to you guys by the end of this year.